Welcome students to class 6th. Today we will start with our history chapter 1, what, where, how and when. This chapter we will be starting what, where, how and when. This is the first chapter of history. So let's start the introduction. What can we know about the past? This question is very familiar with us. We used to think that earlier people, what they used to eat, what type of clothes they wear, and the houses in which they live, all these questions come to our mind. Okay, there are several things we want to know, okay, and which we can know through this. Okay, how were the lives of hunters, herders, farmers, rulers, merchants, priests, craft person, artists, musicians and scientists. We want to know. We also want to know the children, the games children used to play, the stories they have heard, the songs they sang. All these questions comes to our mind when we think about people who lives earlier. Okay, all these things we want to know it about our past. Okay, where did people live? The next question come that people have lived along the banks of Narmada. That this is the answer that all this we got from the history that people used to write earlier. For like several years ago, people used to live near Narmada river. They stay on the banks of rivers as they know that there will be the surrounding forest will be very good and they will get the food they want. Like they used to collect roots, fruits and other forest produce from there for their foods. So all they get near the river. As there is water, then they can get things easily there. Then the area where women and men first began to grow crops was started 8,000 years ago. All this we know is as because some people used to write the information. Okay, earlier they used to write and keep the records. People also began to look after animals like sheep, goats and cattle and used to live in villages. Then what happened? Then they got to know the information like they can keep animals like sheep and goat, and they can take wool from sheep, and goat can give them milk which is good for their health, and they can drink all these cattle, that means cows, and their dungs. All this is very helpful for them to survive. Okay, and the places where rice was first grown are to the north of Vindhyas. In the Vindhyas as they grow the crops, they got to know that in northern part of Vindhyas the crop rice can be 1,000 years ago. What happened? 2,500 years ago, what happened? Cities developed on the banks of Gangas and its tributaries also. The cities were developed. In ancient times, the area along the Ganga and its tributary rivers to the south of Ganga was known as Magad. In ancient time, that means earlier what happened? Earlier the Ganga river was Ganga and its tributary rivers, which is in the south part, they are known as Magad. Okay, which is now presently lying in the state of Bihar. It was known as Magad. Okay, and what happened then? Men and women moved in search of livelihood and also to escape from natural disasters like flood and drought. Then what happened? That earlier people used to live near rivers. Okay, because it was easy to survive there. But as the flood came and drought come, so in that case they used to escape from there and moved in search of livelihood. This movement of people enriched our cultural traditional. People have shared new ways of carving stones, composing music and even cooking food over several hundreds of years. And then people developed and they started carving stones, then composing music, and all this slowly development started. Then this is the answer for how our country was named, how we were known as Indians, or our country is known as Bharat. Our country is known by both words, India and Bharat. Now let us know how it come. The word India comes from the Indus, called Sindhu in Sanskrit. Okay, the Iranian and the Greek who come through the northwest about 25 years ago called it the Hindus or the Indus. and the land to the east of the river was called India. So when the Iranians and the Greeks came, what they called? They called the northern west people as Hindus, or we can say Indos, okay? And the land of the east of the river was known as India. So this is how our country's name was given. Then the name Bharata was used for a group of people who lived in the northwest. So the people who are living in the northwest part of our country, they were known as Bharata, okay? And who are mentioned in the Rig Veda, and it is mentioned in our Rig Veda, okay? The earliest composition in Sanskrit, what was the earliest composition? That is Rig Veda, okay? Later it was used for the country. Then later we all were known as Bharti, okay? Then how we find out about the past? There are many ways. One is the manuscripts. One way through which we can find out about our past is by reading the books that were written long ago. These books are called manuscripts because they were written by hands. These were written on palm leaves or on the specially prepared barks of the trees. Okay? Before there were no any kind of before there were no computers or a camera or recorder, all this were not present at the before time, ancient time. So people used to write by hands, and they write on special prepared bark of the tree known as the birch, which grow in the Himalayas. This book dealt with all kind of subjects. What all kind of subjects are means what all kind of manuscripts they are keeping? On religious beliefs, practices, the lives of kings, medicines and science. Besides, there was epic poem play as well. That means they used to keep record by writing it by hands, and that is called manuscripts. Okay. Then what is inscription? These are writing on relatively hard surface. Like sometimes what happen that palm that we are writing on the palm leaves, sometimes they get torn or they get destroyed by fire. Anything can happen. But inscriptions are writing on something hard surface like stone on metals. On that they are writing and keeping the record. In the past, when king wanted their order inscribed so the people could see, read and obey them, they use inscriptions for this purpose. There are other kinds of inscriptions as well, where men and women record what they did, like they want to record of their victory, that on this battle they won. So all this they are keeping on the hard surface. We can use stones and metals for this purpose. So this, it is a meaning of inscription. Then archaeologist. An archaeologist is a person who studies the remaining of buildings made of stone and bricks, paintings and sculptures. We can see many today in many places there is something written on the walls, and in the caves something is written, picture is drawing, paintings is there. So that study, the person who study about all these things is known as archaeologist. They also explore and excavate to find tools, okay, weapons, pots, pans, ornaments and coins. They also look for bones of animals, birds and fish to find out what people ate in the past. So all this thing, the person who study all the things about like remainings of buildings of which is made up of stones or bricks or any painting or any sculpture, or they can finding any tools, okay, then coins like bones of animals, birds. So the person who is studying all this is known as archaeologist. Okay. Historians use the word sources to refer to the information found from manuscripts, inscriptions and archaeology. So historians used to call them, they are the sources. We can say what are the sources of information about history? They are manuscripts, inscriptions and archaeology. Once sources are found, learning about the past become an adventure. So historians and archaeologists are like detectives who use all the sources like clues to find out about our past. Okay. So now the next question arises, one past or many. Okay. So this the title of our book is Past One. That means the word past in plural is used to draw attention to the fact that the past was different for different groups. Yes, it is true. for someone that is different, for someone that is another. Okay, for example, the life of farmer or life of a king, it is a difference, that is a great difference only. And we only know about mostly about kings and the victories. What is the reason? Because the common people not used to write anything about their life, how they are living, all this, but the kings, and they are keeping a record. Okay, that is the difference. Archaeology did not have to know more about the ordinary people in the past. What is the reason? Because they did not keep any record, whereas kings used to keep the record of their victories and the battle they fought. What do date means? Dates means the year out counted from the date of the birth of Jesus Christ, the founder of Christianity. All dates before the birth of Christ are counted as backward and usually have the letter BC. Okay, that means before Christ. After, okay, then BC added on. It means that before the birth of Christ we can say BC, and in the books we will refer to dates going back from the present using 2000 as our starting point. 2000 means 2000 years after the birth of Christ. Okay, is it clear? So with this our chapter is completed. Just watch the video very carefully.
On the banks of these rivers. Later, about 2500 years ago, cities developed on the banks of Ganga and its tributaries and also along the sea coast. In ancient times, जो एरिया गंगा के साउथ में है उसे मगध बोला जाता था और उसके रूलर्स बहुत पावरफुल थे एंड उन्होंने बहुत बड़ा किंगडम सेटअप किया था. ये साउथ एशिया का मैप है. समटाइम्स इसे सब कॉन्टिनेंट भी बोला जाता है. ऑल्दो ये कॉन्टिनेंट से छोटा है बट अपने आप में ये